Hi guys, it's Bailey Lautenschlager with True Blue Flower Company. I am just seeding a few of my different plants here this morning, and I thought I'd take you through the step-by-step. I have a little bit of espresso there to get me going, and then I'll take you through it. So I made all these soil blocks. They each have just the small divot. The plant that I am seeding now is Scabiosa, and if you were in the class, you will have a packet of seeds that's also Scabiosa, and it kind of tells you a little bit about it. So the days to bloom is 90, the planting depth is barely cover, and then you can do either or, direct seed or transplant. I have always transplanted. I have never had good luck direct seeding. So you do that 4 to 6 weeks before the last frost, which is currently for us. And as for if it's cold hardy or heat loving, it's kind of in the middle. It can germinate best at 65 to 70, which is perfect for in our basement right now. But it is susceptible to frost damage, so I wouldn't put it out there before the last frost. I would, like I said, make sure to cover it and anything if it's outside before that last frost. So that's what I'm getting started on seeding now. I've got my skewer, I've got my little dish of seeds, and like I said, I've got my soil blocks. Mine are small, but they have that little divot in there you can see. And that's where I will pop in each seed. So I will put us on a quick time lapse and come back from that. So I just got done seeding the Scabiosa. I'm now going to label my seed marker, which I always say do before the first thing, before you get one single seed in your soil blocks. But so I always do the type of plant, Scabiosa, the variety, so it's QIS white, and then the date it's planted. So then I put that in the end there. And then we'll get to the part that is how deep we plant them. So I don't ever cover any of my seeds back up with dirt. What I use instead is vermiculite. So this is used to, like I said, cover the seedling or to hold moisture. So Scabiosa, like we said, says barely cover, but I'm still going to use vermiculite to sprinkle on top. Vermiculite is light enough that light can still come through to barely cover to help germinate, but it will hold moisture on top and around the seed better than it would just sitting on top of a soil block. So to barely cover, I kind of just sprinkle a little bit like that on top, kind of like you were dusting sugar on top of, peanut butter blossoms, or spreading anything on top of a light dusting. So if I had something that said, this is kind of the covering I would use, the vermiculite does a great job of kind of going into the divots as well, holding the seed in place once it gets wet, and also creating another moisture retention barrier so it soaks in the moisture around the seed. Wells is with me seeding my baby. If it said something like cover with a 1/4 inch of dirt or plant 1/2 inch deep, I would take this, I will show you right here, and really cover it. So I would use vermiculite too, but I would use it in a really heavy amount. So now the seed's fully covered. It can help the roots take place in the soil, but I'm not using soil. I'm just using that vermiculite to more thickly cover. So there's a quick overview of some of my seeding tips. I will continue on with the rest of this tray and be back to you in time.